Welcome to Home Biz Tax Talk. My name is Lysandra Everett. I am the Home Biz Tax Lady and the principal owner of Everett Tax Solutions, where we help you win the tax game. Home Biz Tax Talk airs Monday through Friday. And when you tune into my show, you're going to hear about topics that are important to the home business community. Okay, so we are here. We are at the end of the year, and the main thing that's on everybody's mind is, what can I do? What can I do to reduce my tax bill? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so let me say this. The work to reduce your tax bill is done way before today. Okay, reducing your tax bill starts in January. Like, really. So at this point, you should have already gone through your books to see what your profit is, because a lot of times what you're doing at the end of the year to save on taxes is based on your profit. So there is, contributing to retirement accounts. There's getting out last minute expenses. Now let me talk about these expenses for a moment. Because what happens is people try to spend their way down to a lower tax bill, and that just makes no sense. Okay, because what you have to spend in order to save on the taxes, it's cheaper to pay the taxes. Okay, so 9 times out of 10, and generally on average, you have to spend $1,000 just to save $300 on taxes. Okay, so so when it comes down to that end of year spending, if there's something that your business needs, by all means, go ahead and get that so you can get that expense in, before the end of the year, right? But if you really don't need anything, don't go just randomly spending money trying to save money on taxes, because the misconception is that it is a dollar for dollar reduction on your taxes. So people believe that if you go out and spend $1,000 buying something, that it reduces your tax bill by $1,000. That is inaccurate. That is not right. It's based on your income tax bracket. So if you are in the 22% tax bracket, if you spend $1,000, it's going to save you $220. Okay, so you don't want to do that. So, get whatever you need if is, in your business. Absolutely do that before 11:59 and 59 seconds, because as soon as that clock strikes midnight, we start all over, and you're all over in 2021, and you can't deduct that for 2020. The second thing is looking at your retirement. Okay, what you can contribute to your retirement. For self-employed people, it can be based on the amount of profit that you have. There's different types of retirement accounts for self-employed people, so a lot of that has to do with the amount of profit that you have. So yeah, absolutely contributing to your retirement account, because at some point we want to sit down and sip Mai Tais on the beach or something. Okay. And then it's cleaning up those books, and especially when we're talking about, we just had the bill that was just signed. People are talking about this next round of PPP funding, the next round of the EIDL funding. But you know what you have to have? You have to have your books in order. You have to be able to show your revenue from one quarter to the next. So spend this time getting those books in order. Okay, like you really need to do that. And then, at this point, it's just time to take a breather, right? There's, the scrambling and all of that. It's done. Okay, the year is done. If you have not, and if you are finishing this year going, oh gosh, I really, I might be spending too much in taxes or something like that, then you have to really take that time to get organized and really look for the people that you feel like you should have been talking to, and go talk to those people. Because like I said, the work in saving tax on taxes is done during the year. It's not done between December 31st and April 15th. By that time, it really is too late. So, you're sitting with your tax professionals, your accountants, your financial advisors, looking at a comprehensive tax plan. Okay, because you need a plan, right? And not everybody's tax plan is going to be different. But again, it happens throughout the year. It's not a last minute, let me hurry up and do XYZ and we're suddenly going to save all this money. That's not how this works. And then the last part of this is really not necessarily about the business. It's really more about us as business owners. And, you know, what we have to do in our businesses, we are in our businesses to make money, but we are also in business to make an impact. Okay. Believe it or not, whatever you do, regardless of the business that you're in, it is designed to have an impact on other people. And where we have gotten as a society is that we are so focused on self that we don't take a moment to view the world from the eyes of others. We are very sensationalized, where we are self-promotional. We are selfish as a society. We all have our selfish moments, don't get me wrong. But I mean, as an overall society, we are so focused on self that we don't look at others. But if you are in business, you are in business to serve others. That's what it is. And so you have to sit down and take a really good look at your business and say, ask yourself, what kind of impact did I have? Did I really serve the community that you choose to influence, right? And um, And I really want to share that because a lot of times, when you're in business, first of all, business is exhausting. It's exhausting. And a lot of times we start businesses for the money, but money cannot be the only goal. Okay. Yes, it is a goal because we need money to eat. Okay. If you plan to buy groceries, you need money of some sort. All right. So, um, but it can't be just about the money. Okay. It really has to be about the impact, because it's the impact that is going to keep you going when it gets hard. Okay. It has to be something bigger than money, because once you make the money, then what? What do you have? Right? And I even do this in my own business, is to really sit back and look at and ask myself, have I had an impact? And I feel honored when someone reaches out to me and says, hey, I saw that video you made on X and it kept me from making a mistake. Or, hey, I watched your videos and I learned more in that video in 5 or 10 minutes than I did in 2 or 3 days with someone else. That is impact. So it doesn't matter your platform, it doesn't matter your business. The question is, are you making an impact? Because if you make the impact, the money will come. Okay, if you just focus on having that impact and really being passionate about what we do, becoming a student and becoming a master in what we are assigned on this earth to do. If you're not willing to do that, then you really are not willing to serve your community. You are serving yourself. And from that, you will die. And I don't mean like not keel over die, but your business will die because the focus is completely wrong. So I encourage you, as this year goes out and this new one comes in, is not only to sit there and go over the numbers. Yes, you got to know your numbers, absolutely. But after you look at those numbers, ask yourself about impact. What has this business done for you? But what have you now done for others? How has that served your community? And community, and I think we have a false sense of what community really means. But the definition that I like the best is that it is a group of interdependent beings growing together. And that is what we are designed to be, interdependent beings. Everybody has their role to play. My role is to be a tax professional. That is my role in this community, and I am cool with that. I see my good friend Nako Dudley. She teaches kids gymnastics, and I see her over at Stealth in Atlanta, Georgia, and she's teaching these kids their new skills. They get to ring a bell and do their new skill, and she's promoting them. She's impacting those kids. I see my good friend Devette on here. She is all about this insurance, okay? I know with beyond a shadow of a doubt, if you go to Devette, she is a master at her craft, okay? I see my good friend Anisha on here. She is a master at her craft. That is when you become a master of your craft, you have so much more impact than those that are just trying to make money. You are going to be around longer than the person that's just trying to hustle up a few dollars. Okay. So, yeah, this one completely went left. But I feel like that is my responsibility to share, just beyond the tax piece, what's going to help us be better as people, because the better we are as the best versions of ourselves then helps us be the best business owners that we can be, the best human beings that we can be, and all around impact and make the world around us a better place, right? It's not just what I want that is important. It's how does that impact those around me, right? How does that really um, how does that impact the world? How does that really help other people become the best versions of themselves, right? That is what we do as interdependent beings. If we focused on helping each other becoming the best versions of ourselves, this world would be so different right now, right? So it's not about so like I said, business is great. It's not about just making the money. Okay, it's about making the impact. And if you impact enough people, then the money is going to come. That's just what it is. So while you're reviewing your numbers and all of that stuff, hey, I'm excited for you. Numbers are numbers are just a reflection of the activity. It's not a reflection of who you are as a person. There may be some things you did right. There may be some things that you didn't do well that you might need to improve on, right? That's what those numbers are a reflection of. If whether it's sales, whether it's expenses, regardless of what that is, don't take your numbers personally. Take them as information of what you could do better next year. But definitely know your numbers, right? Get that part right. Get your books together, you guys. It is becoming so much more important to have your bookkeeping together than you can possibly believe. Just having your invoices and all of that is not enough, right? You got to get your bookkeeping software. I don't care what you use. I'm a QuickBooks Online chick. Do what you do, just but get you something, right? Whether you hire someone or you're bootstrapping, you got to get it done yourself. That's okay, but you've got to know those numbers, and then focus on who can you impact, who can you help make better. That's what I'm all about. Okay, so that is why I do these videos. Even when I'm tired, 2020 was a rough year. Okay, it was a rough year worldwide. But if we take the lessons learned in 2020, we've all learned lessons. We've a lot of people have had losses, right? But if we take all of that and just process that and learn the lessons and take time to heal, because there's healing that needs to happen too. Take that forward with you, and just ask yourself, how can I use these experiences to impact the world around me to help someone else be better? Okay, so yeah, like I said, that went totally left. So but with this, I want to wish you all a happy new year coming, And I wish all the best for all of you. I love my community. And if you don't know that by now, you will never, never, never know it. Okay, I had a moment. All right, you guys. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you have a fantastic new year, and I will see you all next time. Bye.